Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to a new video. It is really early in the morning, so if my hair is a mess, I'm sorry. I just took a shower and I am just freaking out because I am warm. I am so confused, but basically, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl have been dumped and also data mined. So Kurt and Matt have been on it on Twitter. They've been data mining these games like crazy, and there's so many details as well as news that I want to cover for you guys. So sit back, relax. It's going to be a long video, so put me on the side while you're working, or put me like, just while you're having your morning coffee. Like, just put me on the side. It's going to be a long video, okay? So sit back, relax. Just enjoy this. If you don't want to have a nice beverage, you can just have a sandwich, or if you don't want to eat any food, it doesn't matter. Nonetheless, I'm going to take a look at all the information. Keep in mind, though, guys, this information is about the game in its current state. Remember, this game is getting a big patch on day one when the game releases. A big update is supposed to be released for it that is going to contain a lot of other parts of the game that are not in here. So please remember that. This is not the final version of the game. Just please keep that in mind as we're going through all this, because there's a lot of information that may not make you happy because, well, it could be missing possibly. So keep that in mind. Either way, here's what we're going to start with. So first thing is the people who have been data mining this thing, which are Kurt, as well as a few other people. But I thought we'd look at all their tweets. I'm going to try to avoid showing any actual stuff, any images of anything, because that may, it's not allowed. But it's just text. I'm just going to be talking about text. So either way, let's get into it. So Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are made with the Unity engine. This has resulted in a lot of structural changes with how data is stored compared to Sword and Shield's data storage. First of all, this game is made in Unity. Now, I'm going to offshoot away from the information, just say this. Unity is a, free software that anyone can download. You can go download Unity right now and start making your own game. This isn't like a in-house engine that's used. Unity is literally the bog standard that a lot of, random indie games are also made with. They used Unity for this game, which is nothing wrong. Unity is a decent engine. You can do a lot with it. But what this means for us is that with them using Unity, we have so much freedom to modify this game and do whatever we want with the files. This is going to be so different from any other previous Pokemon game because we've never had a Pokemon game in Unity. It's just going to make the game so much easier to, modify. So ROM hacks will be super easy to make. But let's continue through the post. The moves that were unavailable in Sword and Shield have partially made a return in these games. Hidden Power is back, which is neat. He says also, as other leaks have previously indicated, Mew and Jirachi are given in the games, both shiny locked, 3 flawless IVs. So Mew and Jirachi are available. I talked about this in the previous video, but yes, Mew and Jirachi are available in the game. They are shiny locked though, which means you cannot get them shiny, and you get them for free in the game just randomly. Currently, if you're playing the game, this is the information I've been given, you can just receive them for free. You don't need to complete a certain part of the game, but when you get to the people, you can just do it, right? I think they're mystery gifted, but I think specifically with Jirachi, it's given by a girl, but either way, there's no weird thing that limits you for it. And also, to get Mew, you need to have a save file of Sword and Shield. And to get Mew, you need to have a save file of Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee. And to get Jirachi, you need a Let's file, a save file of Sword and Shield. So one of those. Either way, we'll continue. Data for the species above 493 are not in the game. These remakes are quite faithful to the originals, so no future Gen form variants. Platinum forms do exist, however. And he says also special quirks from the originals also make a return, such as the increased and decreased encounter rates on certain days. And this is related to an old thing about the previous games, which is that they're in Gen 4 source code, it was found that on certain specific days of the year, such as Masuda's birthday, you would actually have an increased egg hatching rate that would they would by 10% faster actually hatch. So there's stuff like that in the game from the originals to make them more faithful. Then the next post here from Kurt is this. Is Arceus capturable in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? The answer is no. However, a ton of other legendaries are and can be encountered in a special post-game zone. Yes, basically there's this area now in the PAL Park called Ramanas Park now. In that PAL Park, you can go in and you can find these plates in the underground, which you can put on a big thingy. And if you put it on there, what happens is you are actually able to summon in a legendary, and it will actually spawn a room where they will be in. So that's going to be awesome. They continue on though. Are the starters shiny locked? Not as far as we can tell. The only shiny locks we've seen are the previously mentioned mythical gifts, except a follow-up tweet if we observe otherwise. What does the game being made in Unity give us? Full code symbols, unlike Unite, which had some obfuscation. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl have none, and minimal sanity checks, allowing for fun tweaks and edits for ROM hack enthusiasts. This game is going to be ROM hack to infinity, which makes me happy because I'm a ROM hack fan. I love that stuff, so I'm excited for it. Continue on though. For those who want to independently obtain information, we suggest using the updated version of Unity assets. And for now, we have dumped and attempted to reformat the game's text string. Have fun looking over all the data, and they just link that there with a mega link. But they continue on here. This is from Matt, who says text dumps for BDSP indicate that transfer rules are pretty strict. Doesn't look like the base game allows past gen transfers, which is interesting because that would imply that you can't transfer Pokemon from previous generations into this game at all. An interesting line here though is this specifically, which it says it traveled across space and time to rejoin me from the Sinnoh region of old. Perhaps future Legends compatibility. So either it could be compatibility with Legends Arceus or compatibility with the original Sinnoh games. But as far as they say, the transfer rules are pretty strict. So you're not going to be able to send Pokemon all the way from your original Diamond and Pearl possibly over here based on what they have so far from information. But again, the update could change that around. Just keep that in mind. There's a lot of stuff that can, of course, change. So just keep that in mind. Also, Kuroka is actually playing the version right now. So that's sick. People just getting into this. By the way, we continue on. Here. Also, I took screenshots of all this, so I can't really show you the images they show because it's actual leaks, and I don't want to show that, because I don't want to get in trouble. By the way, as already stated, BDSP only features the Pokemon for number 001 to 493, including Platinum exclusive forms for Rotom and Shaymin. Full image in higher quality, damn you Twitter, and he links it there. But apparently, yeah, the Pokedex is 493, and that's it. Then he also says, here are all the items available in BDSP. As mentioned before, they now use the global link/dream world art for all items. Notable ones, Nature Mints, Ability Patch, Dream/Beast/Park Balls, and oh, what's this? Similarity to Hardcode Soul Silver, GB sounds, key items. BDSP features DS sounds. So yes, DS sounds is in this game, which means you'll have the original tracks from the DS games in this, which is actually pretty sick of a feature that they included. I know it's random and maybe you don't care too much about it, but it is a cool little added bonus, I would argue. So we continue on. All the PC box wallpapers in BDSP are carefully recreated to match those in the original games, Platinum included. My personal favorites are Gen 1 style backgrounds. Then you continue on. Did someone say ROM hacking? Well, with BDSP being built with Unity engine, this makes ROM hacking so very easy. This was accomplished in a matter of minutes. It took longer to find a working tool than it did to make this edit. And what he did was he actually put Darkrai in the game. You put Darkrai into the game, just modified it so Darkrai would show up, which was just random and incredible. And then it continues on. Here are all the stickers and the ball capsules. So you guys know the stickers you put on the balls. Well, basically, there is no stickers for Unknown. And if you guys don't remember, the Unknown stickers from the original games were actually this Easter egg you could do to get your hands on basically all the letters from the Unknown, of the Unknowns. So that's not around anymore. Either way, next up. BDSP does not introduce any new marks, but it does introduce one brand new ribbon, the Twinkling Star Ribbon, a ribbon awarded to a Pokemon that has perfectly embodied shining brilliance in Superstar contests. So there's a new ribbon that's included. Not too much to say about that, but here's the final thing I think from Kurt, which is follow-up. Updated parse now available for learn sets. TM Learn, Egg Move, Tutor, similar to past game parses I've done. Have fun designing teams around the revised learn sets. Starters are not shiny locked. However, the starter selection screen will not indicate if they are shiny. You have received them and check to confirm they are shiny or not. You have to actually receive them. So, the actual selection screen, when you open it up, will not show you if they are shiny or not. If you guys know what we're talking about, when you see the Pokemon in the Pokeballs, it will not show you when you're trying to get the shiny starters. So you will have to literally pick them, and then that will be the only way. Then we continue on. Slight correction, the global Wonder Station, the GWS, only allows for Wonder Trades and does not include GTS features. So there's a thingy to the GTS, but it's just for Wonder Trading. Again, they're called Wonder Trades like in Gen 6 and 7, not Surprise Trades like in Sword and Shield. Hooray, inconsistency. Bit weird, I will say. Next up is an actual piece of genuine, real information, which is that Masuda is over at the Pokemon Company, which means that they probably have a trailer coming out this week, which is really strange, but maybe that trailer could still, I still am excited for it because it could include information that's from the patch that we're going to get, right? Things that we haven't seen yet. So that could possibly happen once, he gets that information out for us. And another piece of information is that Pokemon, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl have an event for Pokemon Go, which is going to start in the 16th of November. And it's going to include, just these outfits right here of, Lucas and Dawn, and then of course also the starters are also going to get onesies. So that's that. Next up we have this. So it seems like there's data for abilities up to Calyrex in the game. So apparently there is enough data going all the way up to Calyrex in this case. So that's interesting, but I don't know if they're going to use that. So abilities up to Calyrex, not the Calyrex itself, but the abilities that it can use. Then there's also this, just confirming Megas are not in the game, Alola forms are not in the game, and Galarian forms are not in. Remember guys, please, I'm just going to remind you all that this does not mean that we may not end up getting these things still, okay? There's still a chance we may end up getting it. And the reason I say that is because basically, this information is, you know, without the patch. We still miss the patch. You know what I mean? We still need the patch before we can fully know what the case is here. So just keep that in mind as we are going through this information, because it still could literally be in there. But yeah, so we continue on here, and this is stuff we already know, that the game is made in Unity. We already know that. Also, we have confirmation that BDSP game size without the day one patch is 4.65 gigs, but the game is supposed to be give or take 8 gigabytes. So according to Nintendo, the final game patch takes around 8 gigabytes. So the game is missing half of the stuff in it, right? Half of the game is more or less missing, okay? And I think that might be one of the reasons that Nintendo and whatnot are not as extreme about these leaks as they usually are, because it seems like they're pretty timid about it this time around, compared to before. But again, I think a large part of the game is still missing with that patch. Again, what will that patch include? We don't know. I mean, we know that it's going to be almost the same size as the current version of the game, give or take. If the size is what, 8 gigs, then we're missing like 3 or something gigs, right? Which is still going to be a lot of content in there, I'm pretty sure, that, you know, we don't know anything about. We continue on though. So the game has no opening and intro movie screen so far, only a black screen with the logo. There's no battle frontier, only a battle tower. There's no multi-battle in the battle tower, no distortion world, but there's a nice room for Giratina. Pal Park is now the Ramanas Park. It's currently unknown what's in there. You can get gift Jirachi by Sword and Shield save, and get a gift Mew by having a LGPE save. Original Diamond and Pearl Dex, National Dex is in there, only for the original 493, though, and Sylveon status is unknown for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, the battle tower does have double battles for anybody wondering, by the way, so if you're curious about that. We continue on though. Shaymin event is in the game. Apparently that is in the game. It's available in there. So we'll see what that is. The deal is with that. Then we continue on, and there's like a list of Sinnoh locations. There's a lot of new locations. In this case, there is one for Distortion Room. There is apparently like a location like that, but it's not in the actual thingy. Then there's also something called a Squall Room, Oceanic Room, Tectonic Room, Stratospheric Room, Genome Room, and Discovery Room. You also have the Kanto Room, Legendary Birds, Johto Room, Legendary Dogs, Soul Room is Lugia, Rainbow is Ho-Oh. Not sure what Squall could be, but Oceanic and Tectonic have got to be Groudon and Kyogre. Stratospheric is Rayquaza. Genome is Deoxys, which I don't know if Genome is Deoxys. I'm not sure about that. I feel like something else. Discovery could be anything, and Distortion has to be Giratina. So yeah, we'll have to see what those like relate to, but they probably have to do with the park, the new Ramanas Park, the Pal Park, where you can basically go and, you know, use those plates. So we're gonna go further into those plates right now. In a second. Let's just get we'll get to that in a second, but I'm going to talk more about the plates in a second once I find the tweet about it. Either way, there's currently 826 moves in Pokemon, in Pokemon, I guess, as total. Out of these, BDSP has support for 512 moves. There are 314 moves that have been removed. Most moves that were removed in Sword and Shield are still removed. However, Hidden Power is back though. The GTS is now the Global Wonder Trade Station. It also it allows you to do Wonder Trade, and that's about it. Nothing really else. And then also Ramanas Park is visited by trainers and Pokemon from all over. It is said that Ramanas Park's abundance of blooming roses attracts those with great strength, as it has since the Sinnoh region's bygone days. Ramanas Park holds a pedestal, and if you use the slate that matches a given pedestal, you may find yourself in a mysterious new space. In these spaces, you can encounter legendary Pokemon. So yes, and to get these plates, by the way, to put on there, you can dig for mysterious shards at the Grand Underground, and then you can trade them for slates, and then you can use the slates in the Ramanas Park to encounter legendary Pokemon. So yes, basically, you have this way, and hopefully they're not shiny locked. I really hope they're not shiny locked, man, because that would be kind of ruining the whole fun with it. But I think also this could mean that we may be able to re-encounter legendaries multiple times through the Ramanas Park and through this place. But again, nothing is confirmed as of right now, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Continue on though. New items. So here are the new items that are kind of mentioned. We got Mystery Shard S, Mystery Shard L. So small and large, I'm guessing, is what these shards are. The Digger Drill, you've got the Kanto Slate, the Johto Slate, the Squall Slate, the Oceanic Slate. So Mysterious Shard. Okay, that's something different, I guess. Never mind. But we got the slates here. So Kanto, Johto, Squall Slate, Oceanic, Tectonic, Stratospheric, and Genome Slate, as well as Discovery Slate, Distortion Slate, Soul Slate, and Rainbow Slate. So Soul and Rainbow definitely have to do with Lugia and Ho-Oh, that's for sure. Distortion is definitely Giratina. Discovery, don't really know about that one. Genome could be actually Reggie's, could be a Regigigas or something. Stratospheric Slate could definitely be Deoxys. No, actually, that one would be, never mind, that one would be Rayquaza, right? Tectonic would be Groudon, Oceanic would be Kyogre, and then I guess Johto Slate is probably the dogs, Kanto Slate is probably the birds, and then Squall, I don't really know what that one could be, but yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's continue on. Apparently, yes, the VS Seeker and the Trainer rematches are there, so that is back in the game, that is returning as a feature, so that's pretty neat. Then we also have this information. Both Darkrai and Shaymin events are in BDSP. Arceus event is not, though. So Arceus is not in there. The Azure Flute apparently is, I think the image of it is in the game, but I'm not sure if like there is anything about it. I think the audio as well or something for it is in there, but there is no like event for Arceus in the game that's been confirmed. So just keep that in mind. Either way, seems Jirachi and Mew are the only new mythical gift Pokemon in the game. We don't know anything about Shiny Locks yet. Well, actually we do. Caphotix did say that we know that they are Shiny Locked, but that's about it. We don't really know much else beyond that. Now, the Arceus battle theme is there too, along with its MIDI-fied new version, but it couldn't find any reference to the actual Arceus event in the game text, so I don't know what's going on. It could be missing content, or it could come in a patch. And apparently you can get statues of some legendary Pokemon. Can you check if this means the re-encounter is possible, since status effects of the Pokemon reappearing in the Grand Underground, or they're just aesthetic purposes, lol. So maybe you are going to be able to re-encounter legendaries more than once, which is, I mean, I'm hoping for that, I guess. Either way, so starters are not shiny locked, but you have to, literally pick them to actually see if they're shiny or not. Legendaries are not shiny locked. And also the only ones that are shiny locked are the, I guess, gift Pokemon of Jirachi and Mew. And then they continue on saying, it's worth mentioning, however, that the starters won't display as shiny in the cutscene, which, yeah, we mentioned that. Because some people asked, here are some of the moves that are not back. Return is not back, Pursuit is not back, and Heal Order is not back. So those are not in the game. And also regarding Arceus, what's in the game right now. So here is what they have in terms of that. They've got Hall of Origin music, Azure Flute music, Arceus battle music, and the Azure Flute sprite. What's not in the game, the Azure Flute itself, any text for the event, and the Arceus encounter. So pretty much the Arceus event could be in the game, but it could also end up not being in the game. Why would they add those things in if they don't plan to have the actual thing? So I think by the time we get the patch, we will actually have Arceus possibly in there. So nothing confirmed, but I'm feeling like it's more likely now. And one of the final things we're going to go through here, but I still have some stuff I'm going to pop up on the screen in a second, but basically what's being said right here by Nihilego is that he left those riddles, and hey, he actually has, I mean, he was correct about them. Answer time. Riddle 1 of BDSP. Here's a good place to catch all the generation 1 to 3 legendary Pokemon, which is quite good for new coming fans if they've never collected them. Have you guessed it? And then the other one is just this one right here, which is pretty much just like a picture of Jasmine, but then he actually showed the 3D model file of Jasmine wearing like an outfit and stuff, saying that, oh, this one pretty much connected to, let me see what he actually said. Answer time. Riddle 3 of BDSP, fancy gothic style Jasmine. No one can steal her thunder, even if it's Dawn, right? Waiting for the colored version. He doesn't have that yet, but that's pretty much that for those things. So I think we've pretty much gone through everything that I had directly on my screen ready, and I just even went through this pretty quickly for you guys because there is so much information and I can barely keep up. So yeah, sorry about that, but I will be linking everything down below if you guys want to go further into and look into this like even more on yourself. But I'm basically trying to get you as much information as possible from just this one video, so you guys don't have to go through a million different things to find out all the information. But for the most part, I think we've gone through all of it. I think we've seen everything that had to be said, and I'm going to put Kurt on my notifications. But yeah, he says, is Arceus capturable in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? No. However, a ton of other legendaries can be encountered in a special post-game zone. So yeah, I think we read into that already moments ago. But he also says, I love how the scripting engine is very reminiscent of Gen 4's scripting engine, not using Pawn from Gen 6 or 8. So yeah, the game is actually seemingly very dedicated to stay as similar to the original one, as possible. But yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. And also, if you're one of the people who likes to hack Pokemon into your game, apparently, according to him, it says, minor note, yeah, save file editing like PK Hex will be easy for these games too. Yay, symbols. So basically, yeah, this game is going to be easily hackable. It's not going to be too difficult to do that. It seems like it's going to be pretty easy, apparently. So keep that in mind. But yeah, ladies and gents, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this whole thing. I think I've gone through everything I had to say. I think I covered also the real information, and I think we may have a trailer coming out soon as well, based on the fact that Masuda is over at the Pokemon Company and ready to do stuff. So I think, yeah, we're going to get a lot of stuff, ladies and gents, and I want to know your thoughts and opinions. I'll be live streaming after this video goes up. I'll be live streaming about 2 hours after this video goes live. So come over to my stream, enjoy yourself, have a good time, chill with us a bit. We're going to talk about all the stuff we've seen, hear your thoughts and opinions, and all that. So ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy it, drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe. My name is Rolf Morales. I'll see you all next time. Peace out, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.